Okay, I'm going to demonstrate palpation of various bony landmarks on the sternum. The sternum is the breastbone. It's got three parts, made up of three parts. We have the manubrium, the body of the sternum, and the xiphoid process. The clavicles come in and articulate to the manubrium, and so do the first pair of ribs. Along the sternum, we'll have the ribs 2 through 7 come in to articulate. Then ribs 8, 9, and 10 cartilage will merge into 7. 11 and 12 are floating ribs. They do not come all the way around. So if you find the clavicle, move medially to the knobby end of the clavicle. That's the sternal end. If you continue medially to the midline, you're going to come onto the manubrium. Moving slightly superior, you're going to go into a little notch. That's the suprasternal notch or the jugular notch. If you then continue inferiorly, you'll come across a little horizontal ridge. That is the sternal angle. That represents the junction between the manubrium and the body of the sternum. If you move laterally from there, you'll come on to the costal cartilage of the second rib. So you can use this as a landmark, a reference point. Moving down from there, you can go into the intercostal space between the second and third ribs. And then you could walk your way all the way down to those various ribs. Going back to manubrium, the sternal angle, if you go right down the midline, you're going to go across the body of the sternum. The most inferior aspect of the sternum is the xiphoid process. It's a narrow bone, somewhat triangular shaped, and it can be sensitive. Palpating on it could be sensitive to certain people because of the shape of the xiphoid process. So if you press right down there, you can then palpate the xiphoid process.